Good morning, everyone, and thank you very much for coming for this introduction to resilience economy. In this class, we're going to talk about the resilience economies and its influence on other economies. Now, there are lots of things that you need to read outside, which is usually we give it in our class if you are a registered student in our program. The resilience economy, of course, comes with a lot of other economies, which is we call it the intrinsic power economies. They are independent from the financial based or capital based economy because they focus on actually the inspiration economy, which is finding opportunities inside the problem and making the communities more independent or the socio economy in general more independent from financial capital or financial assets and more dependent onto natural human social assets and physical assets and so on. And then we have also the youth economy. The youth economy is one of the concepts or economies or theories that came out of Inspiration Economy Project after 5 years from the starting of the first project, which is Inspiration Economy. It is about utilizing the spirit and the energy of youth, which most of us go through, so that we can optimize the solutions within the communities or the socio-economy, so that we build persistent and also long-term development. And then we have the resilience economy. The resilience economy is about building sustainable and proactive spirit regarding the resilience. So we build mitigation factors that absorb any shocks within the community. And last but not least, we have the world class, of course, story that will be driven from that. Uh, Now we have also other two economies that we need to mention, which is the aging economy and the future foresight economy. These economies also came recently, which is also we developed through our programs that focus on bringing solutions towards the aging now in the population and actually utilizing this economy to the benefit of the world. This is the aging economy, including, for example, utilizing the extended family concept, bringing solutions for aging before we get aged, and we utilize the concept of knowledge transition between the elderly and the young generation. We build the intergenerational relation, and we talk about also future foresight, which is important, and they are all related to resilience economy, directly or indirectly. Now, when we talk about resilience economy, we are talking about having conscious for the need for to change, and hence visualizing ourselves that we can't do. No, we visualize ourselves that we can do. So this is what is inspiration economy talks about. It helps us over time to use both vertical and horizontal thinking, and at the same time, in the time of peace, we it help us the resilience economy will help us to be prepared, to be more resilient, to be more productive, and to get away from fear, instability, and infunctionality due to crisis. This will help us also to be prepared for time of crisis because we're going to bring creative solutions since we are ready for such shocks. So resilient, healthy communities, they identify human leverage, they appreciate the community strength, they are built on TPI, total people involvement, and TPE, which is total people engagement. The public and private economic development enterprises will be effective and functional, and there will be a building, they will build the strategic assets including clusters, and they will have, of course, community measurements. Scandinavians is a very good example for resilience economy. They built high ability to come back after a crisis, after 1900s, and in 2010, especially in Iceland and Norway. Now, realizing our pain and weakness is also part of the resilience economy. For that, we write a lot about, for example, our papers, our books, about taking a pause, living uncertainty, because this makes us more conscious and ready for any challenges. So we shouldn't target to be happy, but rather to be engaged as citizens. And this is what the resilience economy is about. So when we talk about the growth versus development, resilience economy help us to move towards development. So for example, we focus on understanding how we move from growth to productivity, so that we come up with better utilization of resources and labor, and being away from the depleted energy or depleted sources. So this is very important because we need sustainable diversification for any community so that we can reduce the government control, we can build up the market-based input pricing, we can build the human capital development, we can build the ecosystem, which is not government and construction. And for that, we say that the resilient economy is actually a high level of business. The more our business are viable and the more it is strong, the more it will be resilient. While if it is not resilient, any a shock that comes from outside, whether it is climate change, it is sudden financial shock or whatever, it will be affected and it will have very difficult time to recover back. Now, not well-structured resilient economy also can take a long time to recover back, but at least it can recover back in general. So this is again one of the things that we need to understand about the importance of resilience economy. There are characteristics of resilient individuals. For example, we can say that one of the characteristics is that they have sense of purpose, sense of belonging, positive attitude, flexibility. They have communication and openness. They have personal responsibility. They manage stress and anxiety. They have confidence. They have willingness to take risk. They have physical health. They have learning from success and failure. So these are important things that help us to be successful. Now, there are stage of resilience economy that we want to reach, and stage of resilience economy that we can afford to reach. We need to bring both what we want to reach and what we can afford to reach. This will help us to again bring affordable resilience economy solutions and help us to develop communities in different way. Through resilience economy, we will have holistic model that comprehend all the environmental pressures, resilient mental models that influence field assessment, and resilient characteristics that reflect in the key business factor. I will stop here and I'll continue with you next session. Thank you very much.